Hi guys, today I'm going to give you my review for Netflix's Thunder Force. This movie dropped this morning on Netflix. It is available to watch now. And while I did get this screener earlier in the week, this is the embargo, so I'm ready to talk to you guys about it. I'm ready to talk to you about Thunder Force. Oh my gosh. Before I do, I'd love it if you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, let's get into this movie. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. So here's my biggest issue with Thunder Force. I mean, from the trailer, it looked, okay, this is going to be dumb, but it still might be a fun watch. Listen, I love silly jokes, okay? Ralph Boner cracks me up every single time I hear it, and I know that was a thing people hated in WandaVision, and I think it was hilarious. I like dumb jokes. I do. That's just the truth. But the jokes in Thunder Force are just I don't think I laughed once. I might have laughed once, but I'm fairly certain I didn't even laugh out loud, actually laugh even once. And this movie has such an incredible cast. I mean, we've got, first of all, Octavia Spencer. I love her, adore her. But then you've also got these comedic legends, these comedic actors that are just so funny, like Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. They were just horribly used. It's partly the script is a mess. It's all over the place. It's dumb. I mean, I was rolling my eyes so much. It was a struggle to get through this movie, you guys. And it's been a while since there's been a movie where I really thought, I'm just going to turn this off and not review it because I can't anymore. But I powered through and I watched the whole thing, and it doesn't get better. It's like an hour and a half, a little bit longer. It's an hour, 40 minutes or so. And man, it drags and drags and drags. It feels a lot longer. Like I said, so many of the moments that are supposed to be funny are just eye-rollingly cringeworthy. I mean, Jason Bateman was so horribly underused. I was so disappointed by him. He's this crab creature, and it's just, he's normally so funny, and just there's a scene between him and Melissa McCarthy that is just so hard to watch because it's just that cringeworthy and that horrible. Unfortunately, I was so disappointed in this movie because I love me some superheroes, and I love a lot of these actors, so I thought this is going to be a fun watch. Now, I think a major part of its problem is that it is rated PG-13, so they are raising it to the level where a lot of these jokes are more adult humor. And had they taken that out and just gone full force into the PG, family-friendly type movie, it might have been a little better. Now, the premise of this movie, you know if you've seen the trailer, but there was basically this cosmic event, and the world gained supervillains. Only supervillains. Because the genetically mutated, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it only affected people who had the rare genes that would make them sociopaths, okay? So the world only has supervillains. And so these two girls that are unlikely friends way back when in elementary school probably, they become friends, and one's lost their parents to miscreants, which is what these supervillains are called, and has decided her life's work is going to be to create superpowers for, be able to make ordinary people, give them superpowers, but then they'll be the superheroes to fight against the miscreants and yada, yada, yada. So it's her parents' work. She's going to continue it, whatever. Very predictable. I'm sure you can guess where this is going. In fact, they tell you in the synopsis because that turns out to be the character of Emily, and then her and Lydia, they give each other powers. Basically, that's a whole thing, but whatever. And it could have been so funny in the way it happened, and it didn't. You're basically 40 minutes in before they actually get their superpowers, and they're ready to go up against these supervillains, which I think is part of the problem. They tell you in the synopsis and they tell you in the trailer that these two are going to have superpowers. And it takes a really, really, really long time to get there. Now, I do appreciate that they went back and showed how these two became friends, how they had a falling out, that sort of thing. I appreciate that. But it just took too long. And so by the time it got to this superhero fights, I didn't care anymore. I mean, Pom Klementieff is incredible. I've interviewed her before. I've interviewed her for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where she plays Mantis. I love her. She's incredible. She's gorgeous in this. I mean, she's got an amazing costume. She's a miscreant, and she's super underused. She doesn't have a lot of lines. I wasn't a big fan of that. They just made her a little too goofy. So I was a little upset by that. The effects are not fantastic at all. Octavia Spencer's character, she can go invisible, and she looks ridiculous. There's just a lot of... I don't even know how to describe it, you guys, except the fact that I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed in this because I feel like it could have been, if they had focused on the family friendly, it definitely could have been better. Or if they raised the bar and just went crazy R-rated, maybe it could have been better. I think trying to fit into this PG-13 just absolutely ruined it. Everything was cringeworthy. Like I said, man, Jason Bateman was just not great. Listen. There's so many things that are horrible about this movie. I'm going to give it 0.5. 0.5 out of 5. Just because of some of the costuming is pretty. And they have a great cast that they just totally misused because the script was horrible and the pacing was off and it wasn't funny. And yeah, I don't know. Man, you guys, I wanted to love this. I wanted to at least enjoy this. And it was a struggle to watch. If you guys have already seen Thunder Force by the time you get to this review, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more reviews, trailer reactions, stuff like that. You can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you next time.